We want to be that reminder of embracing your bacon and taking the time out of your day to do that, you know, to be able to pursue something you're passionate about. It, as you get older, you realize that not everybody's able to do that.
Yeah.
And flip side, you know, we just recorded an episode that's going to come out in a couple of weeks with a band. Actually, it's going to come out soon, very, very soon.
Right.
And basically, they talk to us at the end of the episode about, as musicians, sometimes as humans, that you take a liking to something and you immediately go, well, how do I become a professional at that? And I fall into it.
Me too.
Daily.
Me too.
And it's something I think that all of us do, but I think it's important that we identify those little things in life that we love doing, but maybe don't want to pursue professionally.
Like, you don't have to.
Like cooking. I love doing it. I love the process of it. I love the preparation and the, you know, like, I enjoy it. I don't want to be a chef.
Right.
I don't want to cook for other people. People have brought up to us.
I was going to say,
like, you guys should start a food truck.
Do a food truck. Yeah. And tell me you haven't thought about that.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like, I have too. And then the logistics of everything get into it. And I'm like, man, I just want to enjoy this for enjoying it.
Yeah.
And that works for anything. Like, I have friends that are songwriters, to take it back to that it's like there's no need to get into the nitty gritty and the dirt of what it takes to kind of release a song and try and promote it and make a thing out of it and all that kind of stuff. If you just like writing songs, you can like writing songs, and you can write songs and they can be amazing, and you can record them and you can put them out, and you can never like get into the dirt,
right,
of all the other stuff. And it's perfectly cool and it's perfectly fine. And the process is way more enjoyable that way.
Yeah.
Or can be.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with like
video games,
anything. Like, if you get really good at games, you don't suddenly have to start streaming,
right,
and try and enter a competition. If you want to, and that excites you too, then absolutely do it. But we tend to fall into these things where it's like, you start to feel like if you're going to put a bunch of time into something, you have to figure out a way to make it pay back.
Right.
It's like, oh, well, if I'm going to take time out of my day to do this, I should probably try and figure out a way to make it financially do something back for me. You know, and the older you get, the more that happens.
Yeah. And I you know what? I think the one thing, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I do think that it's probably one of those things that, like cooking, you've definitely never completely dove into to do. The one thing for us would probably be wrestling.
Yeah, sure.
Because we can spend hours watching it,
right,
and always be like, I'm not going in there.
Right.
If presented the opportunity,
I would do it once.
To do stuff, to do something. I'll take a chair to the head.
I would do it
I'll take a cookie sheet to the head. Let's do it.
But I'd be like, let me be a manager.
Yeah, no, but like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's something that we're able to enjoy, and be an outsider.
Yeah.
And enjoy that way, as opposed to with music, how we're always, we're not insiders, but like we do it. It's what we do. So, yeah.
Well, to some extent, we are insiders.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
inside a mindset.
We're in the business.
Yeah.
We're doing all the things. We're it's a job.
Right.
All that all that kind of stuff. But I guess the point is really like, whatever you do, don't feel guilty about enjoying what you do just for enjoying it, and don't feel like you have to make it
Your job.
make it financially work for you. You
Yeah.
know, like sometimes it's good to just have things that are fun, and you don't have to justify spending your time on it. Spend your time on it. That's you time. That's mental health shit. It's like you're super passionate about something for a long period of time. And for that period of time, it's like the thing you're doing, and it's the thing you're telling everybody you're doing, and it's the thing that you're putting out to the world. And then you go through something like a move, or like a traumatic event, or just getting a new job, or things that kind of make you take away from it. And the further and further and further you get away from it, the more you almost feel like a phony, because you'll see somebody and they'll be like, hey, are you playing guitar? Are you writing songs? Are you doing anything? And you're like, no, I'm not. And so you start to like, it starts to become a thing that puts a weight on you when you look at it. And it's almost no longer enjoyable, because you feel like you should pick it up and have the same passion that you did. So then you put that thing in your head like, well, until I have the same passion, and I have the same time, and I have the same amount of energy to put toward it that I always did, I'm going to wait, because I'm not going to half-ass it.
Sure.
Right. And it just gets further and further away. And it's like you start to forget that, like, this passion, painting or guitar or songwriting or anything, it wasn't to further your career when you figured out you loved it.
Right.
Right. It was because you loved it, and it was your escape, and it was your thing. And that doesn't go away. So even picking it up and just messing around on it starts to help clear away some of that stuff. I know I went through a period where I was like, well, I'm more a singer than I am anything else, because that's what I was focusing all my time on, because that's the thing that was that's the thing that I needed to focus my time on.
Right.
I went on a couple tours, and my voice blew out a couple times, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm the weak link. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this.
Sure.
But not having to, being able to kind of like coast on guitar where it was already, made it easy to just kind of like be like, well, you know, I'm focusing on this other thing, and
Right.
you know, I'm a songwriter.
Right.
Right. So it's like the excuse. Anytime one thing suffers, you're like, well, I'm really this other thing.
Yeah.
You know, and for like us, it's easy because it's still all in music.
Yeah.
Right. So we can let things kind of like, I haven't picked up a guitar in 2 weeks, or seriously in this long, or whatever. That you start to kind of like feel like, oh, I can be okay without doing it for a while, and you forget how much you loved it. So like, there's the guilt, there's like the ambivalence, I guess, or the
Sure.
excuses. There's the, well, I'm still doing this, so I'm still doing it. But when you have something that you were passionate about, when you do pick it back up, whenever that is and however that is, the minute you learn something new on it, it's just awesome again. At least for me, like,
Yeah.
learning like a different way to look at writing a guitar part and playing guitar for a song, because of doing it in a different role, was awesome. But not even for a song, just learning some different techniques that I didn't know.
Sure.
Or learning the way other people thought about how they played.
Yeah.
You know, man, like, it's just fun. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's great.
Like, when I slink off into the darkness, it's not, and I'm not saying that it is for you, but I'm saying for me, generally, I don't think that I come across like I'm trying to isolate myself, or I'm trying to get away from anything. It's more of just like happy coming in the room, happy coming out of the room. See you when I see you. Right. And I think that sometimes we can get very introspective in thinking like I need to take a break. And when we need to take a break, sometimes that break is comes across like we're trying to get away from things. And when you look like you're trying to get away from things, the people that care about you are generally going to be like, hey, no. Are you okay? Are you okay? What do you need? How can I help? What can this? So I think the delivery is a lot of it. I don't know if you run into that, Donna. I don't know if you run into that, Mike. But I think sometimes, like if you're a person that's generally not quiet, and then you're suddenly getting very quiet and you're getting very reserved and you are taking yourself out of it. I think people are going to be concerned just because it's not your normal routine. Whereas if you're loud and boisterous in the door and you're loud and boisterous going out of the door, and it's just like, see you when I see you, then it's probably easier to unplug.
Yeah,
I think that's probably why I've never really had a problem with people kind of like telling me not to do that or being all over it so much. So that's been my experience.
yeah, and the one thing that I've been I'm in therapy too. So like I'm kind of getting relieved of some of that guilt for not being there at the very time that the exact time that needs to be, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's difficult, but it's all your own. It's all your own feelings. It's all your own thoughts. Nobody thinks it like that. Like, if you do step away for an hour or two, and I've done it. I've done where I have stepped away for a couple of hours, and I see a call, and I send it to voicemail, and then like for an hour, I'm like, and then I didn't talk to them. I didn't pick my phone up. I didn't pick, what do they want? Are they going to be pissed? Are they going to be upset?
Right.
No. The answer is no. The answer is no. They are not going to be upset. They are not going to be mad. They're not going to be upset.
And if they were, that's not a thing that's on you.
That's not. If they were,
that's a weird reason to be upset.
That's an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah.
That needs to be worked on.
Well, and also remember, like it's okay to be there for people when they need you, while also not jumping every time immediately. You've got to take time for yourself. And it is okay if you don't need their attention. And that's a thing that I think sometimes people forget too, is it's like you feel like sometimes people kind of need you to need their attention. And that's another kind of codependent thing that happens. But it's okay to be like, I don't need your support right now. So I'm just going to go do my own thing. I can handle this. I can take care of this. I'm not, you're not saying I don't need you or appreciate you, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you need to unplug and be by yourself. I figure out so many things by myself that sometimes take longer if I'm talking to somebody else, because I have this horrible problem of no matter if it's my thing I'm trying to figure out or I'm trying to help somebody else figure out something, I have to think of it and think of how to explain it in 10,000 different ways. and then do that out loud with them. But mental and emotional evolution, that's up to you.
Yep.
Right? Whoever comes, the societies that come after you will get there.
Yeah.
Right? You have to allow yourself to get there too. No matter what is happening in the world that is trying to force you to not evolve and just stay cavemen, you can make the choice to always emotionally and mentally try to learn something new, try and be more accepting, try and understand things better, try and find a new way of looking at anything that you're going to do or any experience you're about to have, or anyone you come across. Always be open to that change. Be like, like, I have a chance to evolve here. I have a chance to evolve my perception of this thing, or of who I am as a person, as an artist, as a friend, as a relationship person, as a lover, as a musician, as a painter, as a anything.
A podcaster.
We're discussing a lot.
Yes.
But we're not drinking anything. And that is half of the name of the show.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, we're 30 minutes in.
Right. While you think about what we're going to discuss next, I am going to
re-ice
and also pour us a beverage, because I brought us a beverage today to try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sideways on that.
Well, I'll talk a little bit about the beverage that you chose, because I do know about it.
Have you had it?
I have not had that particular one.
Okay.
But I don't really like Jack.
Yeah.
I don't like the sweetness. I don't like the sour. Like, it's just not my thing. Mash is not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be in for a fun reaction from me.
Possibly.
Just but oh shit. I think I need to drink the And for those who don't know this, we're banking episodes today. This is our second of 3 episodes. So and then I have the someone special dance.
Yes. Which is awesome. I love that. And I will be going to see our buddy DJ from Revel 9.
Yes.
The Revel 9 show tonight. We're trying. So I have a complex relationship with Jack.
Yes. Yeah.
I mentioned in our previous show, we were hot and heavy for a while.
Yeah. Well, you can hear all about it next week on the episode with Plastic Rock.
So I haven't drank regular Jack in a very, very long time. Yeah. Annie's mom, for Christmas, got me Jack Daniel's Bonded Tennessee Whiskey, which is a different variation on Jack Daniel's, aged in select barrels. It is distilled by a single distiller during a single season, matured in a government bonded warehouse for at least 4 years. It's 100 proof. It is, which I don't believe Jack is 100 proof. I think it's 80.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Right? Something like that. So this is going to be a stronger Jack, which Jack has a burn.
Yes, it does.
We'll see what we get out of this. Now, I do enjoy the cork.
Yeah.
I like a good cork.
I like a cork.
Smells like Jack.
Oh, God. If it smells like Jack, that could be a problem.
Yeah, it might be a problem. Let's see what we get.
That smell makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Just little. That's good. That's too much.
It's covering the ice.
No, don't cover the ice. I don't want it.
So let's.
I don't want it.
It might be great.
It might be great.
Might be great.
I'm gonna hold my breath.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna hold your nose. I was like, do not do that.
I'm not gonna hold my nose.
Do not do
I'm
that.
gonna hold my breath so I don't breathe through my nose when we drink this, though, because I'm not.
Well, you need to. I mean, you got a bouquet when you drink.
It literally makes me sick.
It's part of the experience.
You're loving this.
Hey, How often do we do things on here that are going to make me sick?
All the time.
All right, so
All the time.
so breathe it in, baby. Evolve.
Evolve.
I don't hate it.
It's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
No, actually, It
reminds me of.
I'm enjoying the aftertaste. It's giving me the Jack chest.
Oh, it's burned.
It's
burns.
It's the Jack Daniels chest.
I have to say it's not terrible.
Moonwater.
Well, Moonwater. You can make a lot of Moonwater.
I really thought that had something to do with butts.
How? Oh, mooning.
Yeah.
Okay. Moonwater. Sounds like when I was sick last week.
Okay. See, I couldn't tell. You were like,
Oh no.
I wasn't quite sure what that was.
Oh no. That wasn't a. That was a.
Moonwater.
No, that was a. It was a rough week. Rough few days.
Right. Moonwater could be a term.
Could be a term. It's a gross term.
Yeah.
It's a gross term. I wouldn't drink Moonwater.
Diarrhea
joke. I wouldn't drink Moonwater, like the proper Moonwater, not the way we're talking about it.
Right.
Jen made Moonwater like a couple of months ago. I don't remember.
What does Moonwater do? Other than
it's good healing properties.
What does it heal?
Stuff.
If I pour it on a cut, does my cut go away?
It's like tussin.
Is it like honey?
It's like natural tussin.
Because like honey has healing properties.
It does.
It really does.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Does Moonwater have healing properties like honey does? Or does it have like, I believe this is healing me?
I think it's the latter, probably.
All right, cool.
More the latter.
I like it.
But, different strokes for different folks.
Stroke it however.
But if you have a jar, take it, put it in the yard tonight.
Right.
Leave it overnight. Then pop the cap on the sucker and you got Moonwater. It's free.
Do you have to bring it back inside before the sun comes up? Does it become sun water?
It's a great question. I don't think so, because I don't think Jen got it until the next day after she got home from work.
Well, but did she read up on it? Does she know?
Yeah, I think so.
Did she study Moonwater?
She's a researcher.
Okay.
So,
well, I think a researcher is going to know what to do with Moonwater.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So
better than I will. I don't know what to
probably made it the right way. Now, I was told by a very reliable source, who may be a Patreon, is that it loses its energy, so we should probably recharge it.
I'm sorry, run that by me again. Can you run that by me and say all the words, please?
His face. His face is just.
I want all the words. So
the Moonwater.
So the water that you've left out overnight to get charged up by the moon
loses the energy.
Loses the moon energy.
And
go on.
Needs to be recharged. Stop that.
I'm sorry. And it's recharged by another. It's recharged by another.
Yes.
Another go round under the moonlight? Like a werewolf?
I'm crying.
How many days does it take for it to lose all its moon energy?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's an important thing to figure out.
I don't know. And I show my ass a lot, so maybe that helps.
But you don't drink the moon water. Do you just hold the jar?
I wouldn't drink the moon water. It's kind of miscolored.
So how do you derive? How do you reap the benefits of said mood energy?
Stop looking at me.
I don't know where to look. I'm trying to learn.
I don't know. I haven't done the research.
Does it matter the glass jar? Are there certain thicknesses of glass that transmit moon energy
I have no
better
idea.
than others?
Well, I've got a really nice basin jar,
Okay.
so it's thick glass. So I don't. I wonder if you doing like a brown bottle or glass,
Right.
it'll be less, kind of like beer.
Right.
Clear ones get skunky faster.
Right. I would think.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
I would think that you would have to somehow come in contact with the water for it to transmit its moon energy to you.
Yes.
Right? Drinking it's probably the best way.
No, you cannot.
Maybe bathing with it, rubbing it on the parts of your body that
I think
you want to infuse.
I think it's
Making soup with it.
no, I wouldn't ingest it, man.
No,
It's kind of brown.
you boil it.
It's like browning. Dude, if it's just sitting there is gonna get rid of the moon energy, I think boiling it is gonna get rid of the moon energy.
I don't know these things.
I don't either, but I'm saying if you boil it, like if you're gonna boil away the E. coli, it's gonna boil away the moon energy.
Yeah, but you make tea with it. Like people put crystals in tea and they think and it does something.
Crystal tea?
It does something.
Crystal light.
Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of Crystal Light?
Yeah. Yeah. It has aspartame. It tastes like ass. It's gross. I had someone come up to me and say that the past few shows, like we did the one where, being the bad guy or telling people the truth or whatever. He's like, I've never listened to a podcast that I
know exactly what you're talking
so
about.
relatable.
Yep.
And I really needed that.
Yeah.
And I've heard it a few times and it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah. I had someone come up to me, maybe it was the same person. And he was like, every single time I listen to your show, there's like at least one point where I go, yes, somebody said it.
Yeah.
I think like that. Oh, I'm not by myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I love that.
I've gotten that a few times this year, and that made me realize, like, yeah, that's matters.
Yeah.
To me. And it used to be like the dude, I can't believe you landed this person or this person. And it's like, it's not about that. It's not about, it's about getting to know people, getting to talk about these intricacies and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm excited. I almost felt like I was like, oh crap, I took a step back.
Mm-hmm.
We took a step back kind of thing. But this was definitely a pivot to zoom out a bit. And I think 2025, year five of the show.
Year 5. Damn.
In November, it'll be 5 years.
Wow.
So we're over 4 years in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into that because
that's cool, man. Yeah, I never I'll never be one to look at myself as somebody that can change a life, and I never aim to be. But I always want to affect one in some way, shape, or form. So the fact that, and it's always been that way. It's the same way with songwriting.
Sure.
You write a song and somebody hears it and they go, I'm not alone in the world. And that's it. I don't care if it's one person. You've succeeded. That's why you wrote that song. That's why it had to happen. That's why it exists. Mm-hmm. You did your job in life. If you get to do that once, right? And some people are lucky and do it over and over and over again. Some people are lucky and do it once and they affect so many lives that it's just a generational thing. You know, like But that's the idea, is you just want to affect people in some kind of way, make them think, make them feel, make them realize they're not by themselves. And the fact that someone came up and was like, I just feel like somebody gets me when I watch the show, even if it's something just dumb and funny. If it's just something dumb and funny,
Just to
and
take you out of whatever it
and you're
is.
like, I enjoy your show because every week you say something so stupid, but it's stupid in the way that I like to hear it, and now I know that somebody else has my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Right? That is amazing.
Yep.
So that's the thing that always, even when we did the pivot, like that's why I thought we needed to, because I didn't want it to be like, hey, you got that guest.
Mhm.
I wanted it to be like, what's your bacon? You know, that's the point. That's the whole thing. The whole point isn't us. It isn't our guest.
Right.
It's you, the listener.
people.
It's that, you know, and it's also us, because I get to listen to you and you have to listen to me.
Yeah, I do. I do. It's okay. I mean, it could be worse.
I never stop.
It could be worse.
I guess. How? Explain it to me.
I would, but you'll talk right over me. Resolution for 2025.
Call me out on it. All right. Except, what's the state of mind or the action that is taken, or where do you think communication breaks down the most? Like with family, it could be just leftover childhood trauma. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So like the minute it's your mom telling you did something wrong, or that she thinks you could do something better or different, you're now 10 and she's yelling at you about what you did wrong, and you just think she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And that's how you're arguing it, or how you're feeling.
Yeah.
I know that has happened to me.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
what do you think it is with you in like situations? Because you have a few, like, you work with your family, which has got to have a million challenges.
Oh, yeah.
As far as that goes. Bands are notoriously bad at communication. I can talk about that all as well.
Sure.
You know, and then we have relationships, we have friendships that might have gone sour at one point and are being repaired, and like all those things. Where in your life do you think the biggest difficulties are?
I do think the biggest difficulty is differentiating. Well, one of them is differentiating then and now.
Yep.
I think, I mean, this is a whole show and therapy session about,
Right.
but I do think that that is certainly one thing. I also think another thing that everybody has a problem with is expectation.
Okay. Yes.
And I think people go into conversations or, you know, whatever, with a certain expectation of someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that hurts a lot of things when that dynamic changes at all. You know, I think if there are changes in a relationship, to expect those things to be in place still is very, like, no. Like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
So yeah, I think expectations of the other person, but also I think that anybody has to make their expectations known. They have to effectively communicate their expectations, or their what they are going to do, or how they are going to be involved in X, Y, Z. You know, like, I think setting boundaries and expectations for the person on the other side is huge. Well, I feel like common sense is something we're all born with. It's just a matter of finding it.
You don't think that's a learned thing? I see. I feel like it's an experience thing. Like once you experience a lot of things, for me, common sense, I feel, is realizing that when you're talking about, if you're talking about like existential, like the world and big problems and stuff like that, why is this way? Why did this happen? I think common sense is being like, what's the absolute simplest explanation? And that's most likely what is the reasoning behind things that are happening.
Yeah.
Right. And as humans, we tend to want big, giant, fantastic explanations for things, which is why conspiracy theories run rampant and all that kind of stuff. Where it's like, if you take a couple seconds and look at it and you go, well, this conspiracy theory doesn't work with everybody that would have to be involved.
Right.
But this, like, oh, this was the simplest way to get to this solution. That makes sense. That's we're more likely there. That's the Occam's razor.
Okay.
So I think that on big things, but I think even like little things, it's when you find efficient ways of doing something, that's common sense, right? When you plan your morning and you're like, I lose my keys every morning, so you buy a little hook and you hang them so they're in the same place all the time, that's common sense. When you don't exercise that and you leave them in pants and under pillows and in couch cushions and things like that, you're not problem solving.
Right.
It's little things that you do to make your life easier, to expedite your journey through the day.
Okay.
I think that's common sense in one aspect to it, like on the granular level.
I always thought it was more of a little bit of an instinctual thing. Obviously, there's varying degrees, right? So, like a 2-year-old doesn't have common sense,
Sure,
right?
But they do have a survival instinct.
They do have instinct,
right? Yeah.
So I link it more with a little bit of instinct, and then just the ability to function easier in life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily find it as a learned thing, like I don't know.
I can see some of that. Like I think that there is, like, I think it's in our DNA to try and survive, to try and procreate, to find food. Like things things like that are just kind of like in your DNA.
But like even like
there's
like
a lion, let me hide. Like that.
Sure. Like the flailing about down the street, people moving out of the way and stuff like that. Like, I feel like you don't necessarily get taught as a child, like, don't do that, otherwise you're going to punch people in the face by mistake.
Right. Okay.
It's something that evolves within you. It's the instinct that kind of evolves within you, I think.
I think that if you're a child, a lot of kids run around, flail about and run into other people and run to strangers and stuff. And I think there's a lot of parents going, hey, don't do that. You can't do that here. Stay by us. Don't run to strange people. Don't swing around here. You might hit somebody. I think that does happen to kids. I don't have kids, so I don't know. So, I mean, have you had those talks with your kids? My
son has no spatial awareness.
Okay.
I've gotten knocked in the face with his big old head a number of times.
All right.
As soon as like last week. He overall has common sense, just no spatial awareness.
Okay. So
maybe I need to hammer that point home.
You might have to have that talk.
Might have to have that talk.
Doesn't seem like he's learning that one. Or
believe me, after getting hit in the nose by the back of a head for the third or fourth time, it was like, dude, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm willing to.
He has a big head, though.
I know. I know. I feel bad.
Well, yeah, it's clearly from you.
It's from me.
It's
It's not from Jen.
it's not from Jen. It's definitely from you. As a fellow big head,
Yeah.
I get it. And when your body's really small, you're top heavy,
He doesn't have that big,
right? It's like a lead balloon.
Poor Gavin. He's a good kid.
Well, he doesn't have a lead balloon, but I'm saying, like, it's if you're holding a balloon and it's just like, that's a small body, big head. That's what it is. You're
yeah.
like, my neck is such a workout.
He's not even here to defend himself.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about big heads.
Oh, okay. All right. He doesn't have that big head.
No, his isn't like either of ours.
No, it's not yet.
Well, he'll grow into it.
He'll grow into it. Yeah. He'll eventually.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
It's gonna be so hard to find hats.
Yeah.
If I find a hat, I buy all of them. I'm like, what style is this? I'm getting them all. I need choice in my life, and the only choice in my life gets to be color, I guess.
That's terrible. That's
Once this style hits, there you go.
we tried on a lot of hats in Nashville.
We did. You can pull off a cowboy hat. You just got scared.
I did.
I think you should have got one.
You thought I should have gotten one. I was.
And we never tried on boots. We should have tried on boots.
We didn't try on boots. We should have gone back and tried on boots.
Yeah.
But we got rabbit slider
We did
instead,
the rabbit sliders instead.
and that was delicious.
I think if I had tried on boots, if I had found one pair of boots that looked cool, I would have bought them. I would have just been like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have a pair of these.
Well, you're more of a shoe guy than I
have these now.
You're definitely more of a shoe guy than I am.
Yeah.
I